Our barn was originally a chicken shed, and it's 110 feet long. Often we think how handy it would be to have something to help move things from one end to the other. Timber, sheets of ply, sacks of feed, potatoes, cement, bales of straw are all heavy and all need lugging in from the yard. And so, inspired by Chris's monorail of a few weeks back, I decided it's high time we had a railway of our own. The rails themselves are very crude. Real railway enthusiasts should look away now, lest they be offended. They're just angle iron with spacers made of rebar. I'm welding them on to hold the rails just over 15 inches apart, which is one of the standard gauges in this part of the world. Now the plan is to extend the rails out of the back of the barn so that the bandsaw could be used outside. There's still a big mess here from the wall building that happened last month. The problem is that the ground level falls away a lot as you leave the barn, so I'll have to make up a lot of height to keep the rails level. I start by clearing all the loose material, digging down to find some solid ground. This barn was a chicken shed for decades, and there's all sorts of rubbish being thrown out the back. The plan is to use this short piece for the bandsaw and also for the fence making machine, but I suspect it will come in handy for all sorts of things. Then I put in stakes to hold up the shuttering, and then I kick over the box of old screws, and then I pick up all the old screws, and then I fix the shuttering in place. There's nearly 2 feet of a drop over the length, so that's going to take a whole lot of filling up. Now this is where I make a serious mistake. I just started firing in anything non-degradable. Happy to have somewhere to put old bikes and used blocks. But what I should have done is build brick walls first. I just got a little carried away, and before I knew it, it was a bit too late to turn back. My worry now is that everything will sink slightly, and the track will no longer be level. And this wouldn't matter too much for the rails, but it would affect the bandsaw and all the planks it cuts. And if they turn out curved, it will be because of this mistake. I have to wait and see what happens. Anyway, I carried on merrily until it was mostly filled up. But I also pushed in a few lengths of pipe, which I hope will act as sort of legs of concrete when they're full, and help hold the rail up. I used a laser level to level out one side of the rail. The light should be on the mark all the way along. And then I levelled across the gap to the other rail. And finally it was ready for some concrete. You may be asking, why am I not using sleepers? Why am I filling the tracks up with concrete? The answer for the inside of the barn is so I can sweep the floor. The rail should be more or less flush with the floor surface. In fact, you'll hardly notice they're there. And for out here, I was thinking it would be safer for operating the bandsaw if there are fewer things to trip over. But if the railway ever extends to the muck heap, for instance, then it would be built on sleepers. Jerry was on mixer operating duty. Thanks, Jerry. While the mix was still soft, I ran wheels along to cut a little trench for the flanges. Which brings us to the trolleys. More on those next time.